Collective. So a bunch of Booga-Woofs are butthurt, feeling away because they feel like you're gatekeeping knowledge. Okay? Whatever this energy is, whatever it's about, we're going to find out by way of divine truth here at Spiritual Court TV. Welcome. I am somebody that has been designated as a divine messenger, passing through here on the planet Kai, also known as Mama Gaia, to bring you the divine truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. What you're watching is really the elimination of duality. Now that everybody is focused in on divine truth, the souls have to awaken to that of the divine. If they're not in divine truth, then they will try to do truth spells, falsifying their truths, but they're really just lies dressed up as something that looks real. Let's get into it. Holy Spirit, beautiful divine angels. As soon as I split the deck. Holy Spirit, divine angels, only if my highest good. Oh my goodness. I started laughing immediately because as soon as I split the deck, fortune and peace and harmony. So you got a group of Booga-Woofs that are trying to figure out how is it that you are who you are? How is it that you've ascended? Why are you so protected? Some of these people really don't believe that you're human. Why am I hearing that? Yeah, they don't know what to do. They're shocked, they're scared, frazzled, fragmented. Some of these people hate you, but they're fascinated with you. It's a very peculiar energy. It's all over the place. It's very much giving, fragmented, fascination. Somebody loves you, hates you. They don't know what to do. Okay? They feel like you're gatekeeping. Why do they feel like we're gatekeeping? On peace and harmony? Somebody feels like you're gatekeeping on peace and harmony. But peace and harmony is accessible to anybody that's in alignment with it, right? These are fake ass people that was out here pretending to be you. Now they've run out of ideas. Somebody's run out of ideas of who you are, so they can't pretend to be you anymore. These are Booga-Woofs. They're butthurt. They're mad. They feel like you gatekeeped on your authenticity. They feel like you're gatekeeping on how is it that you're so divine? How is it that you keep creating something that they can't copy fast enough? So the copycat can't copy, okay? Somebody can't copy you that well. Impersonation. Okay, let's see what's going on. They're butthurt, some Booga-Woofs, okay? Why did I hear the Booga-Woofs are butthurt? What happened? The Booga-Woofs are butthurt because they feel like you're gatekeeping. Now they are mad. They feel exposed by your authenticity because they were trying to impersonate you or impersonate what you represent. Divine energy. That's the thing about divine energy. You can't copy it. You can't pretend. You could try, but you really have to master pretending to be divine. And sometimes you'll pretend so well that you will become divine, but it's not by way of impersonation. So these people were copying you, hoping to get something that was like you or be like you. And now they're all copied out. It's a copy and paste energy. Control, alt, delete these bitches. They're butthurt. They're sitting up looking crazy, okay? Some of these people are under the weather. Some of these people have diseases that they don't know what the hell it is. Okay, they could be going to the doctor. They could be being told, we don't know what that is. Okay, we don't know. Sickness, disease, and infection, exposed, bear reveal. They feel exposed by your authenticity. So they're butthurt. Okay, bunch of Booga-Woofs. Promiscuous ass, community cup ass, Booga-Woofs. Okay. Spirit says their diseases, their diseases, their infections are contagious amongst the people that are like them. Booga-Woofs. Something about you manifesting something faster for yourself. Consistency. Your authenticity is unmatched, and whatever they're projecting out, it doesn't resonate. So it's just bouncing off of your frequency. How are you doing that? This is what they're saying. This is why they're butthurt. They really don't have a spiritual case here, but we have to be fair. Why are they here in spiritual court? Projections are in the reverse. So they tried to project something onto you. An energy of lust, promiscuity, sickness, disease, whatever this is. I don't know. I feel like there's a group of people that wanted to expose you for being indecent. A very indecent proposal was made with the universe and it wasn't accepted. It's being rejected because they're impersonating, or they were trying to impersonate you to make you more like them, but you were somewhere being yourself, being authentic. And so now they feel like you're gatekeeping on authenticity, something like that. Somebody was projecting over you. They didn't want somebody to see you for who you are, who you've been, who you've always been. Something about a union. This person sought out to steal your intellect, your mind, your brain, your image, or how you move, or your swag, if you will, your je ne sais quoi. Maybe they even wanted to steal your thought. Whatever it is, it's a mess, okay? The Booga-Woofs are butthurt, okay? The Booga-Woof gang. Clarify the Booga-Woof gang, okay? They're watching you heal. Yeah, these people were trying to manipulate, okay, as in separate your healing, separate as in divide you from your thought process, your abilities to manifest, your connection to the divine. Basically, you're coming out as somebody who has healed. So with infectious disease, projections in the reverse, somebody could be sick. They could have said you were sick. Projections in the reverse. Somebody could have said that you were promiscuous, and they're promiscuous. Somebody could have said you were lustful. Somebody could have said that you were trying to fake to be them. Then they got exposed. So the projections are in the reverse. And somebody said you were trying to copy them and their ideas. But behind the scenes, you were dealing with what appears to be an unseen spiritual thief. Somebody wanted your intellect. Somebody's an intellectual thief. They wanted to pick your brain, okay? They wanted to eat your thoughts like a little rat gnawing at some cheese. If I could just pick your thoughts, if I could just know how you think, oh my God, I could eat your brains with a side of Chianti. Tell me how you think. Tell me how you see. It's a charlatan, a Decepticon, a trickster, a fraud. Yeah, look. They know that you are the source of divinity. They know that you are connected to something more powerful, a source of activity, authenticity, authentically. You're actively being authentic. And these people do not know what the hell to do. Not to mention, they're shocked because they're finding out that their little Booga-Woof asses didn't stop your show, that you're still showing up in life, that you're happy, that you're in this fortune and abundant energy. What's the shocking news, Holy Spirit? Why is everybody so shocked? Why are the Booga-Woofs butthurt? Something's been a long time coming. Somebody could be swinging low, sweet chariot ass energy right now. Down by the river. Something like that. I don't know why I feel that. Is somebody singing old Negro spirituals? Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. That's Martin Luther King. Somebody could be a Capricorn in January. And his birthday like January the 14th. Somebody's shocked. Why are they shocked? Sibling could be significant. Somebody's like, how is it that you're peaceful? How? What the hell is going on? Okay. It's your happiness that's really got them butthurt. And it's the fact that it's true happiness. You can act like you're happy or you could really be happy. But when you're really happy, you can feel it. When you see true happiness on somebody, you can feel it. It's like, man, they really are happy. Somebody's shocked about that. Okay. They're butthurt. They said so much. Too much was said. Too much cannot be unseen. They don't know what to do. Player energy, non-committal community cup ass energy. Somebody's got dirty energy. I just heard Dirty Diana. Oh my God. Is that Michael Jackson? He's a Leo. Or was he a Virgo? Dirty Diana. No. You could have had a prostitute out here selling sex with your identification. Literally, I'm not even kidding. Somebody could have been out here either introducing themselves to people saying that they were you. Somebody's a prostitute. Somebody's a Dirty Diana. Oh, damn. Now they got something. They caught something. This is a form of spell work. They walked around, and when they were introducing themselves to people, they said that they were you. Somebody could have even had a fake ID. Somebody was out here pretending to be you. Somebody could actually be a prostitute, though. Clarify? Yeah, this person is a liar. They're being exposed for being a liar. You're coming up as somebody that's friendly, somebody that's nice, somebody that's non-confrontational. You're minding your business. This person's been exposed for being a liar. See the way their nose is growing? A Capricorn could be significant. Mm. I just heard, you can never be me, boo. You look like Boo Boo the Fool. Clarify Boo Boo the Fool. A dirty Diana. Somebody was out here prostituting. They could have been having sex with the same sex. Somebody was giving somebody your name and somebody was showing your ID. It's one of the two. LGBTQ. You got a same sex person that was out here pretending to be either a divine masculine, a divine feminine, projecting this energy onto you. Somebody was trying to share in your energy and they're walking around being you with fraud. Yeah, somebody does a little bit of everything. Identity theft, little cash app theft, little, you know, PPP loan ass energy. They were doing ugly spells, okay? Whoever this person is, they're projecting out for you not to love yourself, to be authentic. And then they got an attitude because they feel like you're gatekeeping on your authenticity because they can't pretend to be you anymore. And they're exhausted. Somebody's got dis-ease in their body. Hatred has led them to some type of unfortunate, unrecognizable disease. Time's up. LGBTQ ugly spell, mirror magic, okay? These are projections. This is nasty work. Why is it here in spiritual court? Clarify. A dirty Diana's out here, a prostitute. Because this person wanted to steal your knowledge. I'm telling you, somebody wanted to eat your brain with a side of Chianti, intellectual thief. There's somebody that really wanted to be you. Somebody wanted a brain transplant. Somebody wanted a soul transplant. Somebody wanted a body transplant. Somebody wanted to literally be you and they imagined it and they did magic too. Now that ass is looking crazy. Okay. They added a little razzle dazzle, maybe burned a couple of candles, made some wax figures and pins and dolls, and all that shit is outdated. You're a whole Christ consciousness here. It's almost an insult, but I feel like we don't need to be insulted by low vibrational energy like this. But this is what somebody was doing. I'm just here to expose the divine truth. Divine truth. Yeah, I just heard they can't do it like you. Somebody can't do it like you. So they wanted to steal from you, rob, kill, steal, destroy your ideas. And they were burning candles. Somebody could have also been putting some type of graveyard dirt around their candle. Okay. Money is there, binding, scrying, a pencil they could have carved into a candle because they wanted love. Something about binding your love. Somebody wanted to bind into you so much that people saw them as you. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, I cannot make it up. Big copycat energy. Don't copy me, copy the divine. These are people that are paying attention to you too much. They need to look at the divine. Okay? This is the easy route. Somebody said this will be the easy way. I'll just be you and I don't need to go towards the divine. I'll just steal all your knowledge. Somebody wanted a face transplant, a brain transplant. Somebody's like, I'm taking that. It's giving that kind of energy. Very violent individual. Somebody needs to be put down. Somebody needs to be put down, you know? Yeah, they need to be put down. This is what Spirit is showing me. Somebody's done too much, okay? Something about your fortune, your blessings, and your good luck, okay? So you could see that things are now changing in your favor because this person is really fading away. They're faded, like literally. They can't copy you, okay? They don't know what to do. Clarify this person. Yeah, somebody was doing energy work. This person was really out there getting it in. Empowerment, okay? I feel like somebody is a streetwalker. I feel like somebody's promiscuous. I feel like somebody was around a lot of men, a lot of women, and they were trying to use your persona, your name. Again, insurance fraud, okay? Identity theft, checks, taxes, mortgages. Somebody had somebody's ID. Or somebody had a fake ID with your name on it. Clarify. So if they get pulled over for prostitution, okay, they'll say that it's you. That's what it looks like, a case of mistaken identity. You were somewhere minding your business. Somebody had somebody helping them. Somebody could have known somebody at the DMV. Somebody could have had somebody that perfected fake IDs. They were in secret cahoots to get something done. You're not even from here, collective. You're a celestial being. So now what? What else is new? The Booga-Woofs are butthurt. What else is going on? Because you're divinely protected. This is really what they're mad about. They feel like you're gatekeeping. Somebody had mastered certain levels of copying you, but they couldn't copy your light codes. That's what I just heard. Your light body, your light knowledge is something that could not have been accessible. So they got remnants, they got illusions of your intellect, your personality, whatever you were deciding to show up as. they got a little bit of that, but most of what they needed to know, they couldn't see. So now they're butthurt. They feel like you're gatekeeping. Source, light team, knowledge. Okay, let's see. Who are these people? The audacity, honey. Somebody is like, oh, you gatekeeping on your authenticity? Or you just out here being yourself? Or you think you're going to interrupt the fact that I'm showing up to be you? Impersonation, sidewalk gang. Cause you're a hoe. We know you're a hoe. How do we know? Because you told us so. Promiscuous energy. Somebody sleeps with a lot of people all the time. Is prostitution still paying good? If it is, they're drawing in low vibrational men and women. Anybody out here just out here giving it out? What's that song? She just out here giving it out. Child, anybody out here doing that right now with the Christ consciousness awakening and people being aware of bodily fluids and soul ties and binding and diseases, and somebody even caught some shit? Child, listen, if you are out here sleeping with somebody and you know you got something, your ass is going to burn in hell and you're going to go to jail, okay? Because that's illegal. You better register with the health department, okay? Somebody is out here looking crazy. Somebody's out here flipping and spinning around, doing the wrong thing. This person is really butthurt, though. A Booga-Woof, a group of Booga-Woofs, because you're sailing to calmer water and you're going towards your wheel of fortune, your higher level of consciousness, your authentic nature, and they feel as though you're gatekeeping. Oh, wow. Something about you getting what you want, being who you want, being free. You're a sovereign being. Somebody doesn't like that. Somebody wants to hurry up and be you faster than you can be you. They want to be your newer self. So tell us who you're planning to be so we can go and be that too. Three of Cups, you're celebrating, collective. It's time to get out. It's time to go to these festivities and hang out with kindred souls, man. Good conversations, high vibration. You're on a timeline, and the duality is no longer reality because now we're on one timeline, and that's what people don't see. Only authentic people looking for divine truth are going to be on that timeline. Everything else is going to be chaos and fragmented and all over the place, and they don't even know. They think they that. Somebody was too busy fighting you over your authenticity that they forgot to nurture themselves. They left their body void. This is how dis-ease was able to come into the body, because lacking love makes the cells in your body fight harder to stay alive. It's all love. So let's just say you a hater and you wake up and you choose violence every single day of your life. Well, at some point, you're going to get sick. You're going to be seen for being mentally ill. When people do spell work to this capacity for years and they're projecting, they are mentally ill. They are obsessed individuals. They have to hold on to a mindset in their mind's eye of something very delusional, something very twisted, something very wicked. It's an image that they have to hold until it becomes their truth. But when it doesn't, they're left with these mentally ill ass, weird ass rambunctious ramifications of what once could have been a high vibrational person. All they had to do was love themselves. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love the creator. You're made in the image of the creator. I don't want to look like nobody else. I don't want to be like nobody else. I don't want to sound like nobody else. I don't want to be nobody else. These are people that want to be everything but who God created them to be. Why? Because they can't see the beauty of the divine. Now somebody's shit is catching up to them. A whole bunch of mentally ill people spazzing out, having fragmented situations and conversations that are falling on deaf ears. The divine is here. I don't know why people want to put the divine in a box. You got souls that are reincarnating after 500 years. How come nobody's talking about it? Okay, they feel like we're gatekeeping. They feel like you're gatekeeping, collective. They feel like you're gatekeeping, collective. How dare you show up as a divine feminine? How dare you show up all crispy, clean, and healthy and beautiful and not compromising and curbing your enthusiasm? Start laughing. Enjoy your life. You got a group of Booga-Woofs that are sitting up mad about that. Well, they were planning to be mad anyway. If they can't be mad at you, they'll just find somebody and something else to be mad at. They've gone mad, I say. It's the Mad Hatter. Obsessively, compulsively watching one individual for a certain amount of time will drive that ass crazy. Because what exactly are you trying to do? It's a copycat. It's the reinvention of the Divine Mother. Okay? They feel like you're gatekeeping. Four of Swords in the reverse. Something that these people have done by way of projection, backfire, spell work has put them like, yeah, it's a wrap. Four of Swords in the reverse are people that can't think straight. They can't meditate. They can't tap in. They feel restless. They feel tired. Because remember, they need to extract your knowledge because they feel like they've had access to it for so long that they need to extract your knowledge in order to know what their next moves are. And if they don't have a source to connect to, but you're plugged into the source, Christ consciousness energy, the fragmentation of their reality is over. Some of these people see you as the second coming of Christ. That's what's up. What's up, Divine Collective? Second coming of Christ Collective. I love it. Everything that was done wrong is being made right. The past is meet the present. Six of Cups is nostalgia. Retrograde. Retrograde is going to testify in spiritual court, and it has an account of everything, every record, okay? Because sometimes things just need to be exposed. The truth spell has been eliminated. We're no longer activating the truth spell. We are now walking in divine truth right now. Because if you tell people, tell us the truth, they're going to try to make their truth a truth. And it's all a lie. So now it's about walking in divine truth. I heard, he said, she said. Okay, go to the divine directly with that. Tell people to take it to the divine. Don't call my phone. Don't tag me. Don't hit me up. Go to the divine with that. Watch how many people run in a circle. Divine truth is here with the Ace of Swords. Watch how many people run in a damn circle. Tell them to take it to the divine. Oh, it got silent. It's silent in the spiritual streets. Take that shit to the divine. They feel like you're like some type of spiritual Houdini collective. They feel like, I don't know, magician, magi, you're the master of everything. You've mastered something and you just keep reinventing yourself into being somebody you've never been. It's very peculiar according to people who have limited ways of being. They like the dense energy. They love the 3D. They don't want the 3D to die. They are crying. They are grieving the 3D, the death of the 3D. They don't want to go into the light bodies because their physical bodies are filled with trash, sexual diseases, soul ties, parasites, roaches, inside the body, parasites. But they don't have the energy to transmute it. So now they feel like you're gatekeeping. It was supposed to be you and not them. It was supposed to be me and not you. It was supposed to be you and not we and I. But we don't collectively like fraternize with these people. We don't even entertain. We don't allow whatever they got going on to entertain us. Hence the fact, roll back the tape, roll that beautiful beam footage. Projections was in the reverse, child. The chariot, we been gone. Since you've been gone, we realized that you could breathe underwater. Realize we can breathe underwater. They tried everything, okay? It's not working. Nature is not being responsive to people that are not walking in divine truth, period. King of Swords here. Get in line for a slice of that divine apple pie. It's so sweet. It's so good. It's a relationship with the divine. You love the divine. You are enlightened beings. You're in your light body. So now these dense bastards, these little raggedy ass Booga-Woofs feel like you're gatekeeping on your authenticity. Like, how you out here being authentic? Like, you go be authentic. Again, it's a dangerous thing. When you got a stage and people are acting, you don't have to act. This is why most actors who do movies, they get awards because they made it so believable. They made it look so real. Oh my God, that was such a good movie. Why? Because it was a part of their authenticity. Most actors in movies don't play parts in movies or take on characters that are not a part of their true nature. This is why they can make it so convincing. But if you're on a stage and you're acting, that means you're in a falsehood. You may have forgotten who you are. Maybe you never knew. It was easy to take on something else and be a blank canvas and allow somebody to paint you. But now that the artist is on their own page and painting their own picture, somebody can't copy you fast enough to remember. Somebody could be having memory issues. Somebody was trying to wear your spiritual shoes. Get your big ass feet up out my shoes. You little nasty dog ass Booga-Woof. The lovers. What is it that they think you're gatekeeping? Truth and love. That's what it is. Can't fake authenticity. You can feel it. Real recognize real. Divine truth recognize divine truth. And now we're around people that are just like us. It's a kindred soul extravaganza. We're having a party in the ethers, in the upper realms. In the upper room by way of that cranium cerebral vortex, creating more oil every 28 days around the moon cycles. Oh my God. Which moon cycle? They don't know. There's a whole bunch of moons in the solar system. Listen, these are people who have one way of thinking. They never thought outside the box. They looked up only to realize that they've been boxed in. It's a bunch of Booga-Woofs that are mad. Ace of Wands. You got a connection to source, divine creator. It's a whole bunch of creators. It's a whole bunch of gods. But which gods? One time, I heard a hater say, well, which God do you serve? I said, oh, okay. You got to ask me that, then we don't talk to the same divine creator, and this is our time. Have a good day. Oh, this is somebody that wakes up and says good morning. That's sad. Don't speak that over your life. It is a supreme being, divine truth, intervention, second coming of Christ as rising. Meaning my arse is rising. Okay, that's enough. Commercial break. I'm done. The children, they've missed opportunities with the children. They've missed opportunities with their childhood. They've missed opportunities, okay? If your childhood was not corrected by way of you healing from things you've gone through, what you had to know and unknow and learn and unlearn, your adulting experience is going to be torment. You will recreate, unfortunately, the same generational curses that were placed upon you. Therefore, adhering to the promises that weren't ever real, that have been rewritten since the Bible was written, you will then take on the sins of your mother and your father. What child wants to take on the sins of their mother and their father? And what mother and father wants their children to take on their sins? It's very unnatural. So now that we've rewritten the law, they look at us like, how the hell y'all gonna rewrite the law? Well, the divine says so. Well, we don't like that. You're not God. Well, go talk to the divine about that. Because my phone is on Do Not Disturb. My spiritual telepathic song is on Do Not Disturb. Okay? I'm so serious. I'm so serious. We cannot hear you from no fragmented ass timeline with this Knight of Cups in the reverse. It's a no. It's always going to be a no. Four of Cups is missing an opportunity, okay? Did we talk about the Four of Cups? Have you checked your blind spot yet? Did you know? Did you see that the second coming of Christ was here? Some of these people were blinded with envy, too focused on you, trying to figure out something. Four of Swords in the reverse. A lot of mysterious plagues and diseases, y'all, about to be released on the people that ain't gonna know what the hell they got. They don't even know. Four of Swords in the reverse with the Six of Cups. These people starved out their inner children, and then they thought that they were in the world adulting. They thought that they were in the proper life adulting. Clarify, somebody want to talk like that? Yeah, they do. It's a weird ass Pisces out here. You need to really get your life together. It's a weird ass karmic Pisces out here, okay? As somebody with Pisces energy that's always watching everybody, this is a vagabond spirit. They pick a little bit here, they pick a little bit there, and they try to take from everybody's consciousness in order to make something. But really, it's temporary. This person always ends up empty with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. They always end up empty because they're not authentic. Stop copying. That's a form of demonic activity. That's mental illness. Stop trying to copy people and impersonate people. That is a spiritual divine sin. It's divine because the divine trumps the lies. It's a sin that is being revealed by the divine ones. Stop impersonating people. Stop trying to talk like them. Stop trying to move like them. Stop talking about them. Stop. It's leading you to diseases that we don't even have an antidote for. We do, but the antidote that we have by way of being divine beings that they swear we're gatekeeping on is the truth. And if you really don't want the divine truth, you're just going to pray for the truth because you want to know what we have that you can't have. But you didn't ask for the divine truth, because in order to get the divine truth, you have to go to the divine. Some of these people don't know how to find the way. I just heard, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing. We're gonna roll over the stone. In 3 days, rolled over the stone and you rose again. Collective, welcome. Please remember to enjoy your new oil, as your lamps will never be exhausted of divine knowledge. They can't exhaust the divine, and they don't know why. 4 wands in a reverse. Groups, areas, families, organizations, fragmented timelines, a matrix that is being dismantled. It's fading away. The 4 of wands in the reverse represents somebody not happy about how things are turning out. Whoever this person is, they really messed up. Okay. Nine of Cups and the 9 of Wands. Clarify Booga-Woofs are mad because they feel like you're gatekeeping. Divine Collective, Page of Cups. There is a Pisces here that is running from something that they did, refusing to take accountability. Somebody really conjured up something really, really dark and they went too far. They should not have done that. I don't know who this Pisces is, but I feel like the universe had to step in. Divine had to step in and say enough. This is what happens when people go above and beyond to try to take you out or create premature death. And the times have changed. You know, there's been more than enough innocent casualties for us to have learned from what people do by way of dark sorcery or creating these dark energies to take people out. Very unnatural occurrences, things that weren't supposed to happen at certain times. So now that we've evolved to this divine consciousness, somebody's butt hurt because their magic is backfiring, basically. It's a group of people. The moon, they just did something. It's an organization. The whole coven is really sitting up looking crazy, to be quite honest. The moon and the 4 wands, and the more sacrifices they make, the worse things get. Should we continue with this dark ass magic or should we not? So now they got an attitude with you. You're coming up as the sun energy, a major arcana. These people wanted to hit you in your blind spot. They tried to fire away. You're in the Knight of Wands energy, passionately pursuing good collaborations, while somebody was behind the scenes trying to impersonate you enough that they could go do some type of magic. They really fudged around and messed up. The divine had to step in and was like, enough. The barriers between us. That's what this card says. The 4 of Wands in the reverse, 9 of Cups and Page of Cups. This is about some type of wish fulfillment. Somebody didn't want to accept something as not being what it was. They kept trying to mold and twist and shape something to make it something that it wasn't. What's going on here, Holy Spirit? The Booga-Woofs, their butt hurt. Yeah, listen, these people are next up for exaltation. Left in a dead space, a dead place. The divine has stepped in with the Ace of Wands, left for dead. So their group has been dismantled. So the Booga-Woofs are butthurt because they feel like you're gatekeeping knowledge. You're gatekeeping your authenticity. You're gatekeeping your knowing. That's what I just heard, how you did something. Something is so sacred and covered that somebody's magic is very surface. It's very much on the surface. It's very much somebody did magic under the moon and it's like anxiety to it. Like the confidence amongst this group is gone. They don't know if this is going to work. Whereas before, they were confident that they were going to take you out and this was going to work. The 9 of Cups is here. But now they don't know so much. So they could be finding out that you are a master of your own heart with the King of Cups. They could be finding out that you're a master of your own craft. They're also finding out that whoever you are and your sacred knowledge is something that they can't access. No matter what they do, no matter how much magic they do, they don't know what to do. The 4 of Pentacles, okay? These people feel like you're hoarding secrets. They feel like you're gatekeeping on Christ consciousness. That's so bizarre. That's so bizarre. That's so bizarre. That's so bizarre. You're a superstar. Whatever you want, whatever you need, it's here. It is reality. Judgment in the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. And they're watching and they're gawking. It's a bunch of Booga-Woofs that are butthurt. Five of Cups. Why? Because these are people that you offered the Two of Cups to. They could have been there with you celebrating, but no, they wanted to go make a deal with the devil. You got a divine masculine here. Something about your leadership, something about them watching you, foresight, what is coming in. Your future is happening now. You stood up for yourself, the Ace of Cups. You're connected to the divine. King of Wands, you are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't know what to do. Temperance energy, Four of Wands in the reverse. Their whole group has been just separated. They're all scattered. They don't know what to do. Every time they look up, one of them looks like this in the morning, exile. I just heard the devil is riding that back, huh? That's nasty business. Had the devil tried to ride my back once. We won't go into the details. All I can tell you is that sometimes you got to put the devil in their place. Ascendance energy, something about you confidently ascending to your highest good. Queen of Wands energy. These people feel like you're gatekeeping on joy and peace. Like, what? What ritual did you do to get happy? Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? And coincidentally, my sun is in Leo. What's it called? The sun sign? My sun sign's in Leo. Yeah, my sun sign's in freaking Leo, man. Gemini energy's coming out though. Retrograde is about to come through and make things very, very interesting. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to Gemini season. I'm loving Taurus energy. The lovers is here. Love is in the air. Yes, and you're feeling amazing. You're looking really good. Empress energy, divine truth is here. Listen, they're butthurt. A bunch of Booga-Woofs are butthurt because your divine truth somehow is exposing the fact that they were always lying to themselves. Something about being in the den with the lion, being devoured. Yeah, you got to pray for divine truth. If they have a problem with you, say, take that up with the divine. I'm a man of God. Well, take it up with the divine. We're busy. We're busy. My nose is itching. These people are catching towers. Yeah, that's crazy. I love y'all. Peace be with you.